Alright, so this video that I'm doing right here is going to be, obviously, I've had actually a large number of people request what I do weekly as far as maintenance, that type of thing on the tank. This will be a relatively short video. I had so many people ask about it that I thought, you know what, I'll just do a short little clip on it. That way, if anybody has any questions, here it is. So this is the tank here, obviously, that we're talking about. On this tank, I do a 5-gallon water change once a week. I do it every Sunday. It's my routine. I'm not saying anybody has to do weekly water changes. I'm not saying that there aren't people that have tanks out there where they claim they haven't changed water for 4 years. I believe it's possible if you want to take all the time to make sure all your dosers and everything are working up to par. It probably will work. I don't personally follow that. I use the water change method. So I do this every week. Every week I change 5 gallons. I usually do it on Sundays, but I always have done it on Sundays. I mean, I suppose if my schedule conflicted with it, I'd have to change that. I generally will get the water ready on Saturday, have it all, sitting in a bucket stirring, ready to go for Sunday. Sunday morning, I change the water. Today is actually Sunday, so I did just recently do a water change on this tank. When I do the water change, obviously I'll go through, and if there's any spots on the glass that need to be touched up, I touch them up. I'll go in here if I do have any, if there's any detritus or any kind of weird growth of anything on the rocks. I made this little brush on the end of this scraper, and I'll take that down in there, clean it all up while I'm doing the water change. I know a lot of people say they don't, but I actually do a little bit of sand, suck with the sand, with the thing in the sand a little bit. I usually just do an area at a time. Like this week I did over here. You can see where it's real white. Next week I'll probably do back there. I just kind of hop around just one little spot at a time, just not to stir up too much at once. Otherwise, I don't do this today. Usually after I have the water changed, I will actually, one thing I do, this is the refractometer. I'm a fanatic with the salinity, with this. I check it every single day, every day. Sometimes twice a day. I don't know, I'm just super paranoid about it, so I do it. But that's a daily thing I do on the tank. Now tomorrow, after the new water and everything is circulated and everything on the tank, I'll do my iodine test. I do actually on this tank, I have been adding iodine every day, just 2 drops for the 30 gallons. One of the reasons is because my iodine level in this water for some reason is always low or non-existent. Not everybody's going to need something like this. But this test here, then I will also do tomorrow, I'll check the phosphate. I check that usually the day after the water change, because obviously I want to get as close to accurate reading as I can. And I will also do the alkalinity tomorrow. And then as well, I will also do the calcium. I know that I could do it all right away today and be done with it. Usually by the time I have the tank all cleaned up and done, I'm kind of over it for the day. I just want to sit back and look at it. Plus, any changes that may have occurred from me stirring up the rocks or brushing things off or adding fresh water or cleaning, all that will be back as stable by tomorrow to where it's going to be. Whether it's good or bad, we'll find out with the test. But it'll be back. So that's why I wait till the next day for that. I do also have. In the back of this tank, in behind that black box in the back, I don't have the top highlighted here, there's 2 sponge filters. When I do the water change, I actually take the water that I take out of the water change. I put some in a bucket about this much. I put them in there, I squeeze them, I wring them out good, make sure I get all the detritus, whatnot out of there, so that, to clean the filters. I do that every week on Sunday as well. Also, we'll clean out the little bile bags and stuff in there. I rinse them off good, make sure there's no detritus or anything on there I don't want on there. I have the, as you know, from previous videos, I also have the Cato Reactor. So I will also take that every Sunday. I open up the Cato Reactor, clean out any kind of, for some reason, even though I have a filter on it now, it does still collect some gunk. It's probably the way I have it set up in here. So I do that, I clean that out. It's been about every 2 weeks, I would say. My Cato gets to the point where I have to take some out and throw it away. It takes roughly about 2 weeks for it to grow back. I usually put just a ball in, and by the time I take it out, I have about that much. I do that weekly as well. Then I'll put the sponge filter, well, actually, while I have the sponge filters out, I do take the siphon hose and I actually take it and put it down in there, and any loose material or detritus or what have you, that the waste that is collected under the sponge filter, I'll suck that out with the water change. Then I put the sponge filters back in. Pretty much that simple. Fill the water back up. Like I said, I'll go over the glass, make sure that I can see everything good, take a look around, see if there's anything that I wasn't seeing, like you can see. I don't know if you can probably see it for the way the camera is, but I actually do have 2 or 3. Actually, I found them annoying, troublesome anemones in here, that the Apstasia. So I'm going to have to either go and get some shrimp in there to start attacking them, or I'm going to have to get in there with my lemon juice again and zap out a few. I haven't had many, but they are starting to show up in my tank, so that's going to become a problem here in the future if I don't get a hold of it. So that's something I've been working on as well. But really, that's all I do for the tank as far as that goes. We'll take, I generally feed the corals. Really, I only feed them once a week, and I usually do it like I did it last night. I usually do it the night before the water change. One of the reasons I do that is just if there is any leftover, waste or anything like that, I can get it all cleaned out today and I don't have to mess with it. I know some people feed their corals daily, some feed them every other day. I mean, it's completely your choice. I don't feel as though with the size corals or the load I have in my tank that I need to get that aggressive with it. It's more actually at this point just for me enjoyment to watch them. Otherwise, really that's the extent of my routine maintenance. I do daily salinity checks. I do these tests all the day after my water change. I do my water change once a week on Sundays. My water change on this tank is always 5 gallons. I could maybe do more, I could do less, but I decided 5 gallons was an easy one for me. So whether I think it needs it or whether it don't need it, I do it anyways. It's just a habit. Every week, water change 5 gallons. And as it goes here, I actually haven't had to do this yet, but I can see here that these pumps are starting to get, so I mean, one of these next water changes, I'm going to have to pull the pumps out, get them all cleaned up and everything. Like I said, I haven't done it as of yet, but it's coming. I can see already, well, what you see in there now waving around in there is actually a couple bits of shrimp that I put in there that didn't get eaten. But the tank's been looking good. I haven't had any losses of fish or corals or anything since, well, for quite some time. I did have a few corals I lost at the beginning when I was trying to rush things. My error, unfortunately. Right now, though, things are looking good. The water, the chemistry is all spot on. The 2 fish that I have in here are doing spectacular. I haven't added fish recently. I'm strongly considering which route I'm going to be taking on that. My dream for the tank was to have the cardinals. As well, I don't know if I even went over it in a video with you, but I did buy all those cardinals, and the cardinals were all healthy, and they did really well. But that little bugger right here, he decided to become the dominant one. and one by one he would pick on one until he had it killed. And you know, I couldn't stop it. So either, I haven't actually determined yet if this is a male or a female, but it's either a male or a female, and the other group was all either males or females, and that's why the fighting took place. This one obviously is the strongest one, so I know I got a good healthy fish here, but now I don't know what approach I should take to add one. I'm still working on that. If anybody has any ideas on that, put the comments below, because I do want to get a pair of cardinals in here. One of the reasons I got this tank was to put the zoas in it, you know, and the mushroom corals. I wasn't going to get real fancy, but then I wanted to have the cardinals in there, and I wanted to have them have babies. So far that hasn't been successful. So if anybody has any idea on a real easy way to sex the cardinals, put a comment below, please, because I've tried the two little, I don't know what you call it, the two little spots underneath the body theory. I've tried the mouth theory. The problem is when you buy the cardinals, they're small, they're young, and they're not defined yet. And so you don't know exactly which one, you know, because you have this one, which you can pretty much at this point, I mean, he's a big fish. You know, you can feed him, you can determine everything about this one. But the little ones, they're, anyways, if you have any hints for me, put them in the comments below, because I'm curious. I still want to go that route. I just haven't added fish because I haven't decided if that's going to work out or if I'm going to have to take a different route. But I don't want to make this video just a long, boring video. Anyways, I had a lot of people ask about the tank, what I do weekly on it for maintenance, you know, and that's it. I mean, that's all I really do. I clean the filters, do the water change, do the test, done. It's the only thing I really obsess on is this. I'm always worried about the salt getting too high or too low in the tank. I haven't actually had any problems with it, so I don't really have a reason to be worried about it, but I do obsess over that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, until next time, we'll see you.